Hey, I'm Jonathan with Acoustic Sounds in Salina, Kansas, and today we're going to be going over the new releases for May 9th, 2025. Firstly, Michael Fremer earlier this week put a review up on the Tracking Angle website for the Analogue Productions reissue of Ry Cooder's Buena Vista Social Club, and he gave it a 10 for music and 11 for sound. As much fun to listen to now as it was almost 30 years ago. The new packaging is a major enhancement to the original Classic Records box set. A classic. Highly recommend. And we have put a link in the description below if you are interested in reading the full review. New this week from the Verve Acoustic Sound series, Ben Webster and Associates. And this was mastered from the original Analogue master tape by Matthew Luthans at the Mastering Lab and plated and pressed on 180 gram vinyl at Quality Record Pressings. New from Mobile Fidelity, Santana Moonflower. And this is strictly limited to 3,000 numbered copies and is mastered direct from the 1/4 inch master tape to DSD to analog console to lathe, and is pressed on 180 gram vinyl at Fidelity Record Pressing. New from the Blue Note Tone Poet series, 2 more titles, Leo Parker, Rollin' with Leo, and Grishan Moncure III, Some Other Stuff. And both of these are mastered from the original Analog master tape by Kevin Gray at Coherent and plated and pressed at RTI. New from Cheskeet, 4 hybrid stereo SACDs, Macy Gray, Stripped, Larry Coryell, Body Assad, and John Abercrombie, 3 guitars, various artists, the world's greatest audiophile vocal recordings, and Sam Yahel, Mike Moreno, Errol Honing, and Seamus Blake, Jazz Side of the Moon. Up for pre-order coming May 16th next week from the Bluesville Acoustic Sound series, Buddy Guy, This Is Buddy Guy, and Scrapper Blackwell, Mr. Scrapper's Blues. And then on the 23rd from the Verve Acoustic Sound series, Billie Holiday, All or Nothing at All. And all 3 of these titles are mastered by Matthew Luthans at the Mastering Lab from the original Analog tapes and are plated and pressed at Quality Record Pressings on 180 gram vinyl. Coming June 6th from the Analog Productions Atlantic 75 series are the next 3 titles. John Coltrane, Coltrane Jazz, and this is mastered by Ryan K. Smith at Sterling from the original tape. Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly, and this is mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio from the original Analog master tape. And Ray Charles, The Genius of Ray Charles, and this is mastered by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grunman mastering from the original Analog tapes. And all 3 of these titles will be plated and pressed at Quality Record Pressings on 180 gram vinyl, and there will be SACDs available of all of these with an arrival date yet to be announced. Coming June 27th from the Blue Thumb Acoustic Sound series, Buddy Guy, Junior Manson, Junior Wells, Buddy and the Juniors, and this is mastered by Matthew Luthans from the original tapes. Coming June 13th from Legacy, Queen, Queen 1, and this is a 2024 remix, and it's a Blu-ray audio disc that is a limited edition immersive Dolby Atmos reissue. And then coming June 27th from the Rhino Reserve series, Otis Redding, Otis Blue, Otis Redding Sings Soul, Baby Huey, The Baby Huey Story, The Living Legend, and The Meters, Fire on the Bayou. And all 3 of these titles' lacquers are cut by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grunman Mastering and will be pressed at Fidelity Record Pressing. Other titles in this week from Atlantic, various artists, The Blues Brothers, a limited edition soundtrack on blue vinyl. In Excess, Listen Like Thieves, a 40th anniversary 2025 remix, available as a box set with 1 LP and 3 CDs, or as a standard 180 gram pressing. Yes, Fragile, the Steven Wilson mix on green vinyl. And Twisted Sister, now playing on orange vinyl. From BMG Rights Management, Motorhead, Overnight Sensation, a 25th anniversary edition on green smoke vinyl. From Bush Branch Records, Eric Clapton, Unplugged, Enhanced Edition. From Clouds Hill, The Mars Volta, Lucro Sucio, Los Hoyos del Vacío. From Columbia, The Arcade Fire, Pink Elephant. From Epic, Andre 3000, Moving Day. From Friday Music, Grateful Dead, Live at the Cow Palace, New Year's Eve 1976, mastered from the Grateful Dead Records tapes at Friday Music Studios. From Hot Tomato Productions, Little Feat, Strike Up the Band. From Legacy, Air Supply 50, The Greatest Hits. And Sly and the Family Stone, Sly Lives, aka The Burden of Black Genius, original motion picture soundtrack. From Many Hats Distro, Tommy Emmanuel, The Best of Tommy Songs, a limited edition on Marigold vinyl. From Masterworks, various artists, The Great Gatsby, a new musical, original Broadway cast recording, and the music and lyrics are co-written by Salina, Kansas native and Tony Award nominee Nathan Tyson. From MPS, Jean-Luc Ponty, The Atacama Experience, remastered. From RCA, Sleep Token, Even in Arcadia. From Real Gone Music, Bella Fleck and the Flecktones, Flight of the Cosmic Hippo, on cobalt blue vinyl. Gershon Kingsley, Music to Moog By, a limited deluxe edition on strawberry with black swirl vinyl. And the Bottle Rockets, the Brooklyn Side, expanded edition. From Sacred Bones Records, John Carpenter, Lost Themes, a limited 10th anniversary expanded edition on opaque and custard yellow vinyl with a 7-inch. From Saddle Creek, Rilo Kiley, That's How We Choose to Remember It. From Sunset Boulevard Records, Butthole Surfers, Live at the Leatherfly, on pink vinyl. From Warner Classics, Beatrice Rana, Bach, Keyboard Concertos, and Martha Agarreich, Piano Concertos. And from Warp Records, Mark Pritchard and Tom York, Tall Tales, a deluxe edition with a booklet. And now it's time for an employee pick, and this week's pick is coming from Noah over in the warehouse, and his pick is King Animal by Soundgarden. 12 years later, and Soundgarden's final album hits just as hard as it did when it was first released. The magnificent head-banging grooves stay in my head long after listening. I think it's equally as good as Bad Motorfinger. Thank you, Noah. Well, that's going to wrap up the new releases this week at Acoustic Sounds for May 9th, 2025. As always, everything you saw in the video today will be available on our website via links in the description below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, the email newsletter in the footer of our website, and follow us on any social media platforms you use. We'll see you next week.
Please like and subscribe for more audiophile content.